want you to introduce yourself real quick and just we're just basically going to talk about this great game you just had.
Well, I'm Kate Schindler. I'm a junior and I play for Marvin Ridge High School and recently just had 58 points against Cuthbertson High School. And we're just getting ready for the conference tournament this week. So it was a good confidence boost and just a great way to start getting into the conference play this week.
Right. So 58 points. I honestly I can't even imagine what that feels like. So first of all, just tell me what you felt like as the game went on, and then obviously at the end of the game when, the stats were tallied up.
Yeah, well, during the game, I just felt like I couldn't miss. Everything that I was shooting I just felt like it was going in. I just was on fire. And it was an amazing feeling, especially getting congratulated by my teammates and my coaches and everyone around me. I felt very supported and like I had everyone there for me. And after the game, hearing how much I'd scored, it was an amazing feeling. And I was full of gratitude for my coaches, my teammates who helped me get to that point, and
Mhm.
because I couldn't have done it by myself, obviously.
So at halftime, how did you feel? Obviously, you hadn't got to the end of the game, but just give us a brief summary of how you felt at halftime, just knowing that things were really going your way that night.
Well, especially after the first quarter, I had 23 points in the first quarter, which never happens to me. So I was just like, this is going to be a special night. So at halftime, obviously feeling it, and I just felt like I could really do something. I was already focused on trying to beat our school record, which was 36 points. So I was like, I know I can do this. Did not know it was going to get to where I ended up, but it was a great feeling throughout the whole entire game.
Okay, and so like obviously teams are calling timeouts during the game. Can you give us some, just some feedback as to how those huddles, those timeout huddles were going? Like, what were some of the things that were being mentioned by your coaches and teammates during during those timeout huddles?
Yeah, during the timeouts, sometimes we'll be talking about plays. My team did a great job of running a bunch of plays that helped me get run off screens and get these open shots. So a lot of times it was talking about those plays. Other times it was just saying how we need to keep up the hard work and keep going at it. Don't let off just because we were up, especially in like the first quarter or two in the first half. We just during those timeouts it was just like don't take off the brakes, don't take your foot off the gas, keep
Right, right.
keep pushing, keep running, and yeah.
So you had 12 threes, correct?
Yes.
So like what is that like? I mean, is that obviously you work on the 3-point shot, but what is that feeling when, you see the results of that hard work culminating in such a game as you had this past Friday?
Yeah, it's such an amazing feeling because knowing that the record for Union County was 11, just knowing I had one more and now I hold that record, it's a great feeling because, like you said, the work has paid off and I just shooting on the gun consistently or just getting shots up in a gym, always I've just wanted it to pay off and it has, especially shown in this last game, which is an amazing feeling.
Right. So, you said you're getting ready for the playoffs. And I know obviously you're going to be looking towards the travel season. How does this game help you going into both the playoffs and your upcoming travel season?
It definitely gives me confidence, if nothing else, because just coming off a game like that is amazing. And I think it helps our team as a whole get ready for conference and state playoffs because we know what we're capable of, and we all work together for that win and for me to get to this point. So I feel like it definitely gives us all a boost as a team, especially going into playoffs and for me into travel season.
Cool, cool. I did want to ask, how did your teammates react? It's not very routine for teammates to have someone who just really like goes off during a game like that. So talk about some of their reactions.
Yeah, so a lot of my teammates were very helpful and knew that I was trying to, not just from the beginning of the game, but once I realized that I was hitting all my shots, it was kind of just like, I can break this record. So they were
Hmm.
very helpful in wanting to help me achieve that goal of mine. So a lot of them, especially Jenny Briggs, our point guard, she's committed to Bryn Mawr to play basketball, and she was always looking to give me the ball and just happy for me. I was happy for her. She was also looking to break the assist record while I was trying to break the scoring record, and so we were working together a lot.
Oh,
So we were
nice.
just happy for each other, and along with her, my other teammates all were looking for me to just get me the ball because I had the hot hand at that moment. And along with my teammates, my coaches, Coach Lyles and Coach Lenahan, they were saying how they were calling plays for me, all the stuff that just helped me get to that point. And their reactions after, everyone was just supportive and congratulated me, which was nice.
Okay. Is there a player, whether it's NBA or WNBA, that you feel like this game for you compares to?
Well, I really like Paige Beckers and her play. So I mean, that was kind of like what I thought of first whenever I was playing like that. I just felt like I just had all the confidence in the world and I just couldn't miss. So that's kind of who I compared it to.
Nice. So I'll tell you, honestly, I thought of Kobe Bryant, especially in his
Mm,
final game. He scored 60 points, which was close to the total that you had. And he talked about how his teammates kept telling him to shoot the ball. So I imagine it was kind of a similar scenario for you.
hmm
I'm going to take a brief pause. We got Brittany in the lobby, so I'm gonna let her join and then we'll resume.
Okay.
Brittany, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brittany Hudson. I am the owner and recruiting director at AssistU. I help a lot of girls all over North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, South Carolina get recruited to go play college basketball. And I've had the pleasure to work with Kate. So I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. So, like I said, we were talking about Kate's great game last Friday. So, I just want to transition straight to you, Brittany, from a coaching perspective, and now a recruiting perspective. What do these types of games mean to you?
I think for Kate, especially, and really truly any kid that has a breakout game and can get a little bit more attention. I even made a highlight of Kate's shots to show all the different things she did in the game. I think any chance you get to showcase that stuff is good, but even more so to show that you're playing within the system of your team, that you're not going outside of what your coach wants you to do, trying to do everything on your own. Kate's not that kid. And so I think to be able to highlight not only that she scored 58 points, but she shot 60% from three. She, I think, shot over 50% from the floor that game. She had a double double. She had rebounds to show all the different facets of Kate's game. I think it's great. I think Kate is a very selfless player. So a game like this, I think is very deserving for her to see the fruit of her labor, see a lot of success because she works hard. And really, truly, in my opinion, Kate's a kid that could go score a lot more, but she wants to play the game the right way. It's a team sport. And so Kate never
Mhm.
makes it just about her. But I think it's nice to have a night like this where Kate went off and all eyes can be a little bit on Kate and celebrate her too.
Yeah, and like in today's game, there are some people who are critical of, like for example, LeBron James. They say, he scores, but he just doesn't have the killer mentality like a Kobe or a Michael Jordan. So, I think it's nice that you said that. Like she can go and score, but she wants to play the game the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's important, especially going into that next level. So kudos to you, Kate, for being able to go off when you want, but also being a great teammate. Brittany, so tell me, what was when you saw this stat line, like what was your immediate reaction?
So I actually got a phone call. Jenny Ann Dumont, who's at Providence Day, was at the game. And so she called
Mhm.
me she was texting me after the first quarter and was like, Kate's going off. She's shooting really well. And she was like, she's having a great game. I think that's the first game live that Jenny Ann's gotten to see of Kate. And so
Okay.
then I got a text from Jenny Ann after the game and she said, oh my gosh, Kate had 58. And I said, 58 what? Because Kate is so selfless. Like, I think probably more than anything, I'm saying, like, Kate, here are some opportunities where you had to go look to score. But Kate likes to facilitate for everyone else. Like, and it's not, like you said, it's not that she didn't have the killer instinct. It's that Kate makes the right play at the right time for her team.
Hmm.
And I think that's a major attribute of her game. And I think that's a big reason why Marvin has done really, really well this season and win a championship because, and I told Kate this, like, I think she buys into her teammates. I think they buy into her. I think they're all locked into each other. But yeah, Jenny Ann told me that she had 58 points and I called her and I was like, stop messing with me. And she was like, no, really, I'm pretty sure it's 58. And I immediately texted Kate her dad and her mom in a group chat and was like, is this real life? And so, again, I'm not surprised. I've gotten to watch Kate a lot this season. She played in a Christmas tournament I helped run, and Kate has all the tools. She's a really good player. I was only surprised because a lot of times I think Kate doesn't look for herself as much as she could. The kids that you see
Right.
scoring that amount of points a game are really, they're the main piece on their team. Kate uses all of her
Mhm.
teammates. And so I was shocked, to be honest, not because I didn't think she was capable, but just because I'm the one in Kate's ear all the time being like, it's okay to look for your shot. It's okay. But I immediately try to go on Huddle and watch it. So yeah, that was fun to watch back.
Yeah, my immediate reaction was, damn, I wish I was there.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I was like, of all the games I'm not watching live of Kate Schindler, this would be the one. Um, no, but I was just happy for her because I think, like, again, like I said, she's just so selfless that I was just like, man, I'm just so glad. She had been really close to breaking, I think, the Marvin record, right, Kate? In a few
Hmm.
different games, like right there. And what was it? Like 34 was the magic number?
36.
Okay, 36, but you had scored 34 in like back-to-back games. And
Hmm.
so in my head too, I was like, okay, Kate, good for you to like, let's blow this thing out of the water. Don't have to get it by
Yeah.
2 or 4 points. Like, let's blow it out of the water. So that was cool for me.
Awesome. So Kate, with this breakout game and just knowing your talents, would you say that, maybe in the conference game, the conference playoffs and the state playoffs, you might be looking or leaning on scoring a little bit more to help your team, or would you say that you're going to consider aligning with the same playing style that you feel has gotten you folks to this point?
I feel like it's definitely a mix of both because that game, my teammates were definitely helping me a lot with getting those open looks. And in the more important games, getting into conference tournament and state playoffs, I can't just be like not looking for my shot because I know that, as Brittany mentioned, it's important for me to look for my shot to help my team, but also look for my teammates and make the right play. So I feel like it can definitely be a mix of both. Definitely looking for my shot more often and also making the right play at the right time.
Right. So, we're not the only ones who heard about the game. Of course, your opponents, have heard about the game. So, of course, this is going to be like a test to say, well, can we shut Kate down? Can we eliminate her, take her out of the game completely? So, how are you preparing mentally for that type of approach to the game where your opponents are going to be looking like keying in on you and trying to take you out of the game completely?
I think mentally, I'll know, like you said, that they're going to be trying to take me out of the game, and I have to be prepared to do other things if my scoring isn't as high, like focusing on defense or rebounds or other things to help my team still get the win, even if it's
Mhm.
not like that last game. So I think mentally that'll prepare me.
Awesome. So, do you know who your opponent's going to be in the conference tournament first game?
First game, it will be Cuthbertson.
So, yeah, what's that phrase the kids use? They're going to want their get back.
Hmm.
Right.
So, how are you getting ready for that? Like, is there any type of different approach or schemes going into this game? What does that look like?
Well, since we just played them, they know how we play, we know how they play,
Mhm.
and like you said, it's partly mental. I need to prepare myself for them trying to take me out of the game. Like I said, focus on other aspects of the game, not just the scoring piece. And I feel like it'll be kind of the same approach to the last game, just with my team and all of us working together, it'll take that to win.
Okay. So, Brittany, are you going to the game?
Game's on Tuesday, so I actually, and they moved it up to 4. I will not, unfortunately, that interferes with nap time, and
Okay.
nap time cannot be skipped. But if it's streamed online, I will be tuning in live.
For sure. So, where's the game at?
It's at Sun Valley High School.
Okay. So it's neutral site.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Well, I'm looking forward to how you approach this game. Like Brittany said, actually, I'll be in Salisbury, so I will not be able to attend the game either. But if it's online, I will definitely have my iPad with me and I will try to tune in.
Sounds good.
Well, on behalf of CLT Media Group, we wish you good luck. And did you have anything else for us, either you or Brittany?
I do not.
I'll just
Brittany,
say
you good?
good luck this week before the snow comes in.
Is it gonna snow?
It's supposed to where I'm at. I don't know if it is where you guys are at.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I forgot you're up north. Yeah. Well, I hope we don't get snow. I'm ready for some warm
It's going
weather.
to be interesting to see how that plays out because, like, for example, like if Wesleyan and PD play Tuesday night, let's say if Wesleyan wins, they play potentially play Cannon, like, and a number of other matchups, who gets snow, who doesn't, it can affect practice
Hmm.
time and all of that too. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah. Well, Kate, play hard Tuesday. On any given night, anybody can be beat. So, you know, like Brittany said, I wish you well and take care. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.